Hey guys, how's it going? And happy Friday. I hope all of you are doing good. I was just looking at the chat earlier today and looks like you guys are already chatting it up and hanging out, which is cool. Now, look at the title. It says the ammo shortage just got worse, and it's my fault. I bought all of the ammo. Now, here's the thing. I already got a couple thumbs downs before I even came on here. They liked it so much, they got nervous. So don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Now I'm trying to have fun tonight and switch it up just a little bit of change of pace. I do these streams every once in a great while. And I'm going to unbox quite a bit of ammo tonight. And I'm going to show you guys some cool stuff. Now, here's what goes along with this type of stream, though. I'm going to be showing ammo from 7.62 by 39, 5.56. Oh, I've got some 9mm here, some 45, some 22, even some 6.5 Grendel, 10mm, all kinds of stuff. But as the stream progresses, people are going to say, where'd you get it? How much? Well, pursuant to the YouTube terms of service, we can't talk about where I got it or how much. However, that's why I'm on multiple platforms. So this stream is going to go for about an hour tonight. And in about an hour or so, I'm going to switch over and I'm going to do a stream simultaneously on Locals and StreamYard. So while this stream's going on, and I'll give you guys a couple minutes in between the two tonight, make sure you guys sign up for my Locals community. Links down in the description. It's totally free, or a place you can support the channel to not only keep it going, but to give yourself some more perks, as well as Rumble. And I also do a stream every Saturday night over there as well. So make sure you guys check that out. Why not just sign up for both places? It's totally free, but specifically make sure you sign up for my Locals, because I'm constantly posting daily deals and there's some really, really awesome stuff out there. So when we go over to the Locals live stream and Rumble live stream afterwards, we'll fill in some of the blanks and I'll give you guys more information on some of this ammo and all that. And I'd like to thank all of you for the many ways you help support the channel. Those of you who are channel members on YouTube, some of you leave generous super chats, Patreon supporters and local supporters, thank you so much. I literally couldn't do this channel without you guys. And speaking of which, I just saw out of the corner of my eye before it even started, QD just came in big time with 50 2A EDU membership gifts. So tons of you guys in the chat. In fact, most of you right now are channel members, thanks to QD. And here's the crazy part. By the way, happy birthday, QD. Today's his birthday, and he's giving you guys presents on his birthday. So he's certainly a heck of a guy and a good friend of the channel. He really is a cool dude. And I don't know if you're still watching right now, because you might have better things to do tonight, but shout out to you, QD, and happy birthday, man. I hope it's a good one, and have a really fun and safe night, and don't do anything I wouldn't do, right? So yeah. I am not on Locals and StreamYard. I'm using StreamYard to do Locals and Rumble. I'm sorry. Did I say StreamYard? I was looking up in the corner. It was a Freudian slip. Locals and Rumble tonight. And the links to both of those are down there in the description. So thanks for that catch, DLD After Dark. And shout out to the DLD After Dark channel. So I'm going to get in here and we're going to talk about some really cool ammos, like all kinds of different random stuff. I'm going to show you guys some other cool stuff. So we'll get right in there. And if you guys have any questions about this ammo, if you leave a super chat, we'll star it, we'll see it, and it's a way you can help support the channel completely free. So let me think of where I want to start here. So let's back up just for 1 second. Guys, there's still the ammo situation. It's not all doom and gloom. There is ammo out there. But like I've said a million times, shortage doesn't mean you can't find and all the shelves are empty. What it can mean is prices are up. And we've talked about the progression of that. And you can literally look down my Locals live feed if you want to go throughout the last month or so, and you'll see a progression of all of that and see what's going on. This is about the third week in a row now where stuff's staying level. I'm hoping that's a good idea. And what I decided to do is I tried to help everybody. No, I'm serious. I have all of your back, and anyone that leaves a super chat tonight, I'm going to do this again, which we've done in the past. I have some of these cool rare stickers from PSA and their associated companies. This is hard to get unless you literally want to drive down to like South Carolina to their retail store, right? So I'm hooking you guys up. I even have a couple other cool things that I'm going to give away to a few different people tonight. So always having your best interest. I was like, I had viewers tell me in the past, they said 2A EDU. Granted, you predicted it before it happened. I did, especially ask the guys on Locals and to an extent here on YouTube. They're like, but it doesn't matter that you predicted it before it happened. It doesn't matter that you spent tons of time doing research behind the scenes on things. Somehow, and it wasn't a lot of people, it might have only been one or two, or maybe a few hundred people said, you know, you started this ammo shortage. So I said, well, hold on a minute. I wish I started it, because if I started it, that would mean that I have the ability to stop it. So I tried to stop it. I went around to all the different ammo manufacturers. I went to Serbia. I went to Turkey. I went to South Carolina. I went to Michigan. I went all over the place. And I said, guys, I'm here for one purpose only. And the reason I'm here is I'm not going to buy any ammo. And they're like, why are you here again? Because if I buy no ammo whatsoever, then prices are going to come down to what they were in the mid-90s. We'll be able to have, $1 to $2 a box, 7.62 by 39. And they're looking at me like, It didn't go over so well in some of the countries I went to where it's state-run government organizations that run the ammo companies. Let's say a few black cars rolled up from time to time, and they almost got me till they realized I have goons too. So I did make it out alive. And then I realized I came back and I said, prices haven't changed. I tried to stop it. So then I said, hey, if all else fails, let's switch to plan B. So I went to plan B. I tried to buy all of the ammo, and I figured, heck, if I buy all of it, then that's sure to, straighten stuff out and get prices back to what they were. It just depends on the viewer. Some people would like to see prices back to what they were in the 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s, maybe even 2008. So I thought if I bought all of the ammo in the whole world, that it would fix the problem. And you know what happened? It made it worse. You're probably not even going to ever see ammo again after this stream, and it's my fault. So I'm here just to be level with you guys, just because I like all of you so much, and just because we're good friends, right? So there you guys go. And of course, I'm being dead serious. I could never tell such a blatant lie with a straight face. I mean, come on, guys, for real. All right. Any 7.62 by 39 fans out there? We're going to go over a little bit of 7.62 by 39. And again, keep in mind, guys, I am doing streams on 2 other platforms after this. Over on Locals and on Rumble. They're sister companies. And it's going to be an absolutely free stream for everybody. So make sure you guys are getting over there and subscribing, following, signing up for your free accounts, whatever it's going to take. You know what I mean? Clifton Burks. I tried, my man. I tried to buy no ammo. That didn't work. So instead, I just bought all the ammo in the whole world. And I'm probably not even going to get to show you all of it. 7.62 by 39. Are there any fans of that out there? Now, I'm thinking about that right now because we literally ran quite a bit of ammo through my PSA GF3 AK just a couple weeks ago. I've got like 2 fall cleanups left to do and like 1 more lawn to cut. And my landscaping season's going to kind of die. So then I'm going to sit here. I'm not very good at it. It's more like tink, 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 and try to edit all this stuff. And you guys are going to see some really cool content soon. But we shot a tons of 7.62 by 39. Thanks to our friends QD, yet again, and Rockford Ordnance, who each donated 2 separate types of ammo. Just wait and see what we went through for this GF3. Like, it's literally insane. Okay? Wait, you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised. And some of you guys were there. Just don't spill quite all of the beans yet. So stuff's gone back and forth, and it's gotten kind of hard to get. And I do actually foresee a little bit of a situation with 7.62 by 39, to be honest. Here's a case of Tele ammo. See how strong I am, guys? Look at this. Gross weight, 17.4 kilograms. 1,000 rounds. I'm going to crack this open, and we're going to talk about this ammo just for a few minutes. I've talked about it before on Locals. And I could actually literally talk about this ammo for 2 hours because there's actually kind of a deep rabbit hole, and I even have conspiracy theories. You guys knew you were in the right stream tonight. There's literally conspiracy theories tonight too. Trust me on that. Speaking of conspiracy theories, Great Lakes gun rights and Michigan open carry. I don't want to say it was a major victory, but did get a judge in the Court of Claims to agree that the Democrat Michigan legislature violated the Opens Meetings Act. Not going to change anything with the gun control laws that already passed, but it did bring it to the forefront, and it is causing them some issues. So that's pretty cool if you're in Michigan. If you want to know a good gun rights group to support, Great Lakes Gun Rights. I'm a member, literally right here. I'll show you guys my card. And if you sign up, just tell them you heard about them from 2A EDU so that they know we're getting the word out, but I don't get any kind of commission or anything like that. I just was thinking about them earlier today. All right, so this is packaged in a couple different sleeves, which is similar to how I've seen other ammo brought in. So we have 2 sections that are in plastic. This is basically half of the case right here, 500 rounds. Let's take a quick peek at this. And again, if you guys have any ammo questions, I'll get to as many of the chats as I can, but we're going to follow up afterwards over on Locals and Rumble, and I'll be able to answer a lot of your follow-ups. And you guys might think this is really weird, actually, but believe it or not, some of you are on the holidays right now, and, well, you can believe this. Dude, like, literally, I went to Jimmy John's earlier, and I thought about buying a sub. And for the full-size gargantuan, it was like $25. So with that said, I didn't buy one, by the way. I couldn't afford that. But I said, believe it or not, some people might need some money right now. Well, when you go over to my Locals and Rumble stream after this, I literally have a way that you guys can get some extra cash for Christmas, and I'm not even joking. I can't leave the link here, but check that out over there. See, I told you guys I had your back, and I literally do. It's just, I bought all the ammo, so you're never going to see any for the rest of your life. So this is called Tele ammo. Okay, 20 cartridges, 124 grain steel case, non-corrosive, bird and primed, Tele Impex. And this is made in Azerbaijan. Now, this is a country that's had lots of controversy, and I've even talked about this actually in the past, maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago now. There's lots of conflict going on with them, and I don't even know the names of the countries anymore. What's it called? Burma, or who knows? It's really complicated, all this foreign policy. I'm a USA first guy, by the way. All this foreign stuff going on, I can sum it up to you guys in 10 seconds. A lot of people here are having a hard time, so I'm America first, and I support Americans, even though I do have friends that watch the channel that live in other countries. And I send you guys all my prayers and blessings, but we need to take care of our own backyard because our country's under attack right now, like it never has been before, literally. Okay, so we have an outdoor box. I'm 2A EDU on Rumble, and I'm 2A EDU on Locals, and there are links to both right down there in the description that can get you right over there. So we also have an inner box, so that's pretty cool. Double-backed, boxed. So what do we have here? Steel case, bimetal jacket. This is going to track the magnet both in the case and on the projectile. So for a lot of indoor ranges, this is going to be considered not range safe. But there's a few things I really like about this ammo. We have a lacquered steel case. The lacquer is going to protect it against moisture, wet, corrosion. Let me see if I still have this sitting here. Here we go. Here's a piece of Tula ammo. Not bad ammo. I've shot a lot of it, literally from this sitting in the ambient moisture. I have another one that I can't find as I sit here that fell out on the floor that was completely rusted out. But we can see that what type of coating is on the case does matter. And again, nothing against Tula ammo or Wolf. And a lot of times when you buy Wolf ammo, it's actually Tula ammo repackaged. Wait till you see us shooting a bunch of Wolf that was really Tula ammo at the hangout through the GF3. It'll all make sense later. But anyways, you see what happened to this case, right? Now, anything's possible, but with this lacquer-coated case, much less likely. We also see a couple other nice characteristics. We see that the case neck, where the bullet is pressed in, is sealed. So we have sealed case neck or bullet. We also have a sealed primer pocket. You get one drop of anything into a primer, it's a dud. I mean, literally, you get oil in there, it's like a dud no matter what. It can never dry out. It'll never work again. Don't want water in there, so this is a very nice characteristic. Now, I'm not going to go too much further into this because I have a lot of cool stuff to show you, but there used to be another ammo that I shot for a long time. Bought this stuff for years and years. Some of you might have as well. This is something I've had for a while. You can't buy this anymore. It's been sanctioned by the current former vice president. This is called Golden Tiger ammo. This was made by the pronunciations probably off. Vimpel. Okay. In Russia. Brought in under Golden Tiger. There was a time where Red Army Standard 7.62x39 was actually just Reebok's Tula ammo. Maybe some of you are familiar. Then in the last couple years, till it was banned from import, everything from Russia is banned, guys. Period. End of story. Where they were actually repackaging the same stuff. Now, why am I showing you this? Well, just to start theories and to let people think about stuff. This is a cartridge I just now took. I should have done that on camera, but I just took out of this box of Golden Tiger. See, it's missing exactly one cartridge here. All right. Let's look at this real quick. Now, here's the interesting thing. Azerbaijan, as far as I can tell, buys all their ammo from Russia. Russian ammo sanctioned, can't bring it into the country. Now, the company that makes this, Impex, makes all kinds of stuff, actually. But I did a deep dive on their website and did some additional research. This is a couple months ago now. And they don't list anywhere that they make 7.62x39. But obviously they do, because we have some from them right here, if you know what I mean. This literally says Impex, Azerbaijan. Russian Golden Tiger ammo. We have the same lacquer, the same color lacquer. I see tons of you guys are following over on Rumble right now and locals. Yep, make sure you guys head over there. We are streaming there tonight. We see the sealed case neck or the bullet with the same purple sealant. We see the same purple sealant on the primer pocket. Here is the Tula ammo from Azerbaijan on my left. Here is the Russian Golden Tiger ammo. Now, from what I understand, the Azerbaijan military buys its ammo from Russia. And Russian ammo can't be imported here, so clearly this is not Russian ammo. But look at the difference here. Okay. All right. Now, this is pretty cool. Now, this stuff can be hard to find sometimes, too. I posted the crap out of this on locals. It was really cheap at the time. Right now, it's kind of a little bit sketchy. We'll see what happens, but I did a whole deep dive on locals where there's going to be a problem, I think, with 7.62x39 in the future. But see here, Russian Golden Tiger here, Tula ammo here. Now, let's come over to the HUD stamps. Please focus for me, computer. Now, the colors of the primers are a little bit different, but keep in mind this stuff was bought about 10 years apart from each other, okay? And that's normal. I mean, you could buy different boxes of the same ammo and see the primer sealant change colors. Now let's come in. This is hard for it to focus on here because it's really shiny with the sealant. All right, let's give the camera one more try here. Look at the roll marks. The fonts for 7.62x39 and the font for 7.62x39. All right. This is probably some good ammo to have. I'll just leave it at that. But I am going to conclude with there's absolutely no way this is Russian ammo because it just couldn't be because Russian ammo has been sanctioned. So I'm going to assume it's not. Even if the bullets did happen to look exactly the same and all kinds of other Strange coincidences. So there you guys go. Azerbaijan. You can say Azerbaijan. I don't care how you pronounce it. Now here's another 7.62 by 30 offering. So there's a case of this here. I mean, there's like 50 more cases outside on the dock getting waited to be loaded in because I'm trying to stop this ammo shortage. I don't know what to do. When I didn't buy any for over a month, prices kept going up. So I'm trying, guys. With any help and lots of generous super chats, I'm going to try to buy every single box of ammo there is, and I guarantee you that's going to fix it. So I'm working on it, guys. I have your back. This is another offering. For more information on this, definitely check the locals post. This is stuff that I don't know how many of you guys know about it, but if you don't know about it, you should. This is the Balome 7.62 by 39. Now, this is going to be a lot different than what I just showed you and a lot of what you're looking for, because a lot of people can't shoot bimetal projectiles and steel cases at ranges and things like that. This is going to be a brass cased, non-metallic product, and this comes out of Serbia. Not to be confused specifically with Zastava, but the Zastava factory in Serbia, former Yugoslavia, is one that a lot of you guys are familiar with. Been around a long time. And I've shot this stuff before. Not as much as I'd like to, because let's face it, it does cost more than steel cased. But right now, with current prices on steel cased, it's actually very comparable, if not even the same in many cases. Check out the locals post for more information on this. It's pinned right at the top of the community right now. I've shot this on camera when I was at the home range at Palmetto State Armory down in Columbia, South Carolina. And of course, since I'm on camera, this is going to be a stubborn box to open, but it's usually pretty easy. It's only when you're on camera it's hard. I need to give the props guys a little bit of a raise here and get all this stuff set for me, right? Okay. So it actually comes, once you open this, it actually literally comes in a nice, and in my opinion, very reusable case. Like, it's not just like a disposal. If you treat it good, it's kind of like a Tupperware type consistency package here. Comes in a nice little rack where you can lay it out on the shooting bench or whatever to load. And then once you use these, I don't throw these boxes away. Heck no. These are great boxes to take, like, I don't know, some Tula ammo, or even though I have to admit this Azerbaijan ammo is nice in the double boxes, but sometimes the boxes get crushed. You know what I'm getting at. It's always just trying to look for little bonuses in life, right? Okay, so let's take a look at this. And gosh, how do I explain this? I'm just going to cut straight to the chase. In my opinion, for the reasonably priced, okay, within the reasonably priced. Now, I say that like super tongue-in-cheek because it was like $25 for a sub today that I didn't buy, and you look at the gas pump, nothing's reasonable anymore. But under the conditions we're under, which are all my fault. It is my fault that it's $25 for a sub because I didn't buy enough ammo during the last month. But in the times we're in, this is top shelf for stuff that's affordable. Now, is this going to act the way Federal Fusion's going to, or some of the really high-end hunting ammo? No. But this is a full-powered cartridge. It clearly has some pop to it when you shoot it. Burns very clean. This ammo is all business, and I've shot it out of several AKs, and I haven't shot too many rounds out of it. Jeez, oh, Pete, let me think here. I know this is going to sound bad to most people because we are on the internet, but most of my viewers shoot about 10,000 rounds a week from what I've seen in the comments. I'm going to come up short. I've only probably shot 50, 60,000 rounds of this. That's it. So with that said, I have very little experience with it, but the teeny bit, I know, guys, that's not much. I'm working on it. I'll learn to shoot someday. But this stuff's been flawless for me. You can see this here has a 22 head stamp, which is new production. I have some other stuff here that you'll probably see with a 23 on it. 7.62 by 39. Now, this does have the sealed primer. We see a brass case with some signs of annealing here. You can see the cantelure. This is 123 grain. The best way I can explain this is it reminds me a lot, and this is in a good way, of the old M67 surplus. Yugo ammo, right, from the former Yugoslavia. Maybe some of you have been familiar with it in the past. It would be packaged in different ways in little white cardboard cartons that would come out of a big case, and those would have 15 rounds in it. Or you could get like the 40 count boxes of it that would come with 4 loaded up stripper clips, depending whether it was going to be for the M59 or M59 66 SKS or the various different M70, M72 variants of Kalashnikov that were fielded in Yugoslavia. And even the M64 that a lot of you guys often admire, that's right here. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this, except for it's been no questions asked for me. It's really good ammo. More details are on my locals community post for my stream tonight over there, and I highly recommend this stuff. I don't know if any of you guys have any experience, but the M67 is good ammo, but a lot of that's old. You could be dealing with ammo that's 30, 40 years old in some cases, or older. Yeah, it's probably usually in the 80s is usually when that stuff was made, the old surplus. This is new production, comes in a much nicer packaging, and this does not have corrosive primers. Are corrosive primers the end of the day for me or a big deal? No, not really. I actually don't really sweat it at all. However, some people are concerned about that. Some people are extremely concerned about that. And yeah, this is non-corrosive, new production, made ammo. It doesn't say how these are primed. I'm going to assume they're probably Burdam primed coming from the old country, but not 100% sure on that. Speaking of newer boxer primed ammo, there is going to be a new offering that I'll be able to tell you guys about over on locals that you guys might really like, because we can't really you're not allowed to promote over here, and I'm not promoting anything. I can't. I'm just talking about different things, which kind of leads me to the next ammo I want to show you. And I've just got a couple boxes of this right here. Okay. And hold on a minute. I don't want to let anybody down. And a case of it right here. This is sold in 480 count cases. For more info, check out my local post. And a few more pallets of it outside. No, not a big deal. Somebody said, geez, oh, Pete, you've only shot 50,000 rounds? That's rookie numbers. I've shot a few hundred rounds of it. All right, so I showed you guys a little bit of this in the previous streams, but this is from RPM, Rockvale Precision Munitions. They're located in Middle Tennessee. The owner of the company, Lee, he's a really cool dude. And again, if you want to know more information about this, check over on Rumble and Locals. He has a new 7.62 by 39 product that I believe is going to be reloadable, and maybe the channel might get their hands on a little bit of it, but that's going to be something for you to look forward to in the future. I figured I'd pull this out right now because this is absolutely not 7.62 by 39, and I have no idea why though, but it kind of reminds me of it. Maybe you guys can tell me why, but I have no idea why I would think about these at the same time. This is 6.5 Grendel, 123 grain. It's got the Hornady A-Max, as with all of their products. It has an inspirational Bible verse, which I absolutely love. Blessed be the Lord my rock, who trains my hands for battle, my fingers for war. That's Psalm 144:1. If you guys want some excellent reading later. Was just talking to Lee, the owner of this company, earlier on the phone. I don't know if it's going to be next week or the week after. We're going to talk because we're both really busy. But I might have him on as a guest and give you guys some insight to the ammo production world and what goes on behind the scenes. So let me know down in the chat if that's something that would interest you guys. I've done tours before of the Phoenix ammo plant and recorded it on this channel. I've also showed you guys videos and shorts on my tour of the AAC factory. And if you guys think it would be cool to have an actual ammo guy that owns an ammo plant, right? Let me know. We could probably arrange that for you. So 6.5 Grendel. Now, it's not fair to literally just say this is a neck down and slightly resized 7.62 by 39, but it kind of sort of is. Intermediate cartridge. Designed with certain distances. Now, keep in mind, we could go the big gambit with this, but I'm trying to be brief because I have quite a bit of ammo I want to show you guys in the next few minutes. Actually, can keep up with 308 in some instances. Not joking. If you're not familiar with this neat little round, you can do a little bit more research. But yeah, what a nice little round. Mainly made for the AR platforms. I have a 24-inch barrel way over there, and then I have a little, I can't remember if it's 12 or 12 and a half, but a little 12-inch pistol rig, as well as more of a long range 24-inch fluted heavy barrel upper. That's Bear Creek, by the way. So, and for more information on them, check. See, we can't go through this all the way to the end, and I know you guys want me to, but we'll do that over on Locals and Rumble afterwards. Joe Williamson says looks a lot like 6mm arc. Yes. No, it's a cartridge that isn't talked about too much. I don't want to say any more. Like, it kind of is. And chime in the comments, guys, in the live chat or the comments. Shout out to all the people watching on replay too. I don't know. Have a discussion about it, guys. Maybe some people want to know. It looks like there's some seasoned 6.5 Grendel veterans down there in the chat. So if anyone wants to know about it, maybe some of these guys can drop some knowledge real quick. But I don't want to say that the round's a little bit in trouble. I'll get into this real quickly. This is the 100 grain wolf loading that a lot of people used to buy up like crazy. And I did too at one time. It was super cheap. This got banned. It got sanctioned from import. And we're going to see what happens with 7.62 by 39. Palmetto State Armory or AAC, whatever they're going to call it, is going to be making these steel cased ammo. They need to get it online. We have another excellent source here. Again, this is supporting good USA businesses like with RPM. I have all the information over on Locals. If you guys want to know more about this, I'm going to talk about this more on Locals. That's the best place for it because it's pretty cool the way this guy does stuff. But the round was kind of on the ropes, and I hope it's still not. I really hope it's not. I'll just leave it at that. Because it's not anything to scoff at, and it's certainly a round that I hope doesn't get put by the wayside. But there are some people making it, and that's good news, right? So, yeah. Look at this in the chat. I'm going to read some of these super chats in 1 minute. My favorite state representative. How you doing? Shout out to Jamie Thompson. She was hanging out over at the 2A EDU Hangout a couple weeks back. We posted a bunch of pictures here on YouTube, and it's tough, guys. That's why I'm so refreshed to see her in here, and you guys should be too. It's like literally rarer than hen's teeth to find a politician. I know, I just said it. A politician that actually cares and is actually a regular person. She's an awesome person, and I hate calling her a politician because I hate politicians. No, I literally do. I don't like Republicans. I dislike Democrats even more, and you guys already know that. But when you do find them now and again, and there's some good ones, and you have to look hard, but when you do find a good one, you want to get behind them. You have to get behind them. And, yeah, good to see you here. So it's a little refreshing to see somebody like her that actually exists. It's like, are they real? And you go to put your hand through them, and they're like, dude, why'd you punch me in the face? You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. Now, I told you I was going to give some stuff away here. So how about this? We gave some of these before. They ran out. They're highly collectible. They're worth a lot of money. And luckily, you guys know me, because if not, you probably couldn't get one of these. So this is her Second Amendment mailer, okay? And this was hand-signed and inscribed, shall not be infringed. Jamie's never going to infringe on the Second Amendment. She wouldn't even think about it, and I'm in her corner. First person in the chat that says they want this, chime in. Linda will grab them up, give them the email, Linda, and we'll mail this to you, because it's hard to get politicians to actually put it in writing for you. So there you go. These are highly collectible and hard to get, but you guys know me and I have your back. And I told you, look, I tried to stop the ammo shortage. I couldn't, but I will hook you guys up in other ways. And I might have one or two more of these that I'll give out later. So go ahead, Linda, and grab up the first person in there. And I know she has lots of fans, and I'm a fan too, but I want to hook you guys up tonight. Kurt24. He says, member for 16 months and has supported longer on locals. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. Colin L with a super chat. Thanks, man. He says, thank you, 2A. Time change messed me up. Howdy from Phoenix, Arizona, originally from the UP. Yep. Time changes here. It doesn't change in some states, but we still have that pesky time change. And yeah, I stream around 9:30 or thereabouts, 9:35. I think it was 9:40 tonight, every Friday night. So thanks, man. Bobby's World with a super chat. Thanks. I appreciate it. He says, for your ammo shortage funds, wink. Nah, I tried to start the ammo shortage. Tried to stop the ammo shortage. I did everything you guys could think of. I don't know. Trying to have a good time tonight if you guys didn't notice. And I just want to talk about ammo because I think people like ammo, right? Yeah. Think about this. Any politician, let's not call her a politician. She's just Jamie, okay? I don't like politicians much. That would come to the 2A EDU hang out. You know, they're pretty rock solid. So, yeah. Here's some 9mm. Got more information on this over on Locals, too. This is some good stuff, guys. This is the Federal HST Premium. It says Federal Premium HST Tactical 124 grain 9mm plus P. Now, normally you buy this at the local retail store or the big box store in like a little hard jewel case, and it's a kind of a cool case, but actually they suck because if you break them, they crack in half. I actually have some right here. These right here. This is the HST and 380, all right? Now, unfortunately, I haven't been able to find 50 count boxes. This is not a 20 count box right here. This is a 50 count box, and it's actually not much more than a 20 count box. More information on Locals. Now, there's a couple different offerings of this. You can get it in 124 grain standard pressure, 124 grain plus P, 147 grain standard pressure, and they used to make a 147 plus P, but I'm not sure that they do anymore. At least I've not been able to order any in probably almost 10 years. Look, this is not going to be a debate, but you guys can debate as much as you want in the chat because these are good debates. I like them. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up because one person, now they didn't mean it, they'll be back. That's the way it works. They'll be back. They still love the channel, but somebody actually left me a thumbs down earlier before the stream even started. So they didn't let me give the context of I tried to stop this ammo situation. You guys know I really did. Jeez, oh Pete. So don't forget that thumbs up button, guys. Right, DLD After Dark? Now, there's other ammos we could talk about, but I'm just going to tell you guys what I carry, and I've been carrying for a long time. With some exceptions once in a while, but pretty much in all of my defensive concealed carry, home defense type pistols. And that's the HST. We can see it has a nickeled case, nickel plated case, a nice cavernous hollow point. And here's a picture on the box. And this is one of the few ammos out there that literally when you shoot this stuff into a water jug or gel and pull it out, it actually looks like the box. I'm not joking. Look how this stuff flowers out. Like, tell me if anyone's ever shot this in a water jug or gel before. Please chime in the comments. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But more than any ammo out there. Now, nothing's perfect in life. Nothing's 100%. We should all know that by now. But more than about any other ammo I've ever seen, this stuff pretty much consistently always does this right here. I don't see it where the leaves, the petals bend all the way back up against the bullet shank, which that can be an issue. Actually, here's some other cheaper hollow point ammo that I did test. And nothing against these guys, but this was an Ammo Inc. offering. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. It started out a little bit, but look. The jacket pedals completely came back, okay, along the side of the bullet there, and the lead started to shmoo back too. This is not an HST, and trust me, you shoot an HST, you'll know the difference. Now, Hornady has some really good options. There's all kinds of good options out there, but this is just what I've happened to carry over the years. I would say if I had to pick between two different things, I would like something that's either, and it doesn't have to be Hornady name branded ammo, but something, for example, RPM, Rockvale Precision Munitions, who's in the chat I just saw. He's going to make some really nice loads with the Hornady bullet. I think Hornady's a good product. I think their bullet works well, and I think HST works well. Now, there's been this new thing going around that's like the oldest thing ever. This is the gun community. It's the new thing. It's the old thing. This has been going on since the 90s. Do you guys remember the Black Talons? These are Black Talons. They're Teflon. Dude, that was like totally just to help it slide up the feed ramp and stuff. But they put this black Teflon type finish on there. And this was back when the Glock 7, the porcelain Glock. I've had like 4 people ask me when they're going to come out with the new Glock 7 porcelain Glock. And I'm like, dude, that movie was like 35 years ago and stuff. Like, you can't even make this up. We already had the Undetectable Firearms Act passed by Reagan and company over this stupid movie. Now, it might be a good movie, but it's this stupid porcelain Glock. Okay. This stuff started back then. The whole, you should never carry any type of plus P or any type of hollow point ammo because an overzealous prosecutor. I'm not here to give you legal advice. I'm not a lawyer. But I'm going to say this real quick. This is what you use for defensive use. I don't care if this says law enforcement on it or not. That just means you're getting the value because this is surplus overrun for law enforcement contracts. It just means you're getting the box. This is how I look at it. I'm not legal advice. But look. All this means is you're getting the law enforcement value because they sell it cheaper to police departments in these big boxes when there's contract overrun and they have a little bit sitting there on the dock or the shelf and they want to clear it out. They'll sell it off to non-police. I don't want to say civilians because that's what makes the U.S. different than other countries. Our police are also civilians in this country. They're not part of the military. But I digress. So, I don't know. Here's what I'm going to suggest to you guys. What I always do with everything in life. You be you. And you do you because you have to be comfortable with your decisions. If you think you shouldn't carry hollow point ammo, if you think you shouldn't carry plus P, then you probably ought not to if you sincerely believe that. But some people want to know what I do. I carry hollow point ammo. I carry plus P hollow ammo when appropriate, depending on the caliber. A lot of calibers don't have plus P. And it comes down to something this simple. If I ever have to use my firearm, I'm going to shoot to live, okay? And I'd rather be tried by 12 than carried by 6. Here's what I'd rather happen, obviously. I'd rather never have to get in a gunfight. I'd rather never, ever have to draw my firearm on anything or anybody, except for a target when I'm at the range, practicing and or having fun. But if I were to be in that situation, I would only use a gun to save a life, to save a good life of myself, my family, a loved one. I'm not a police officer. I'm not going to be running around trying to bust people for things. It's none of my business what people are doing. Just don't tread on me or else. And that's how a lot of you feel. You should feel that way. That's what it's like to be an American. And that's why you carry. Because when seconds matter, police are only minutes away. And you know that. So you carry a gun. And if you can't sleep at night because you're so afraid of the overzealous prosecutor with hollow points or plus P ammo, then I suggest you sleep at night and carry whatever the heck you want. And if you're too nervous to carry a gun, then don't carry a gun because it's just you do you. I'm not going to make fun of you, and I'm not making fun of anybody right now, but the way some people's heads are spinning off their shoulders lately with this all over the internet, not my viewers. There's just, for whatever reason, certain lawyers and people are trying to kick this old thing up again. Look, this topic is waxed and it's waned at least 10 times. Just since I've been into guns. And I know I'm showing my age with that, but that's the deal. Look, if I try to protect a good life, myself, one of my loved ones, and I'm not properly armed to stop the threat. Stop the threat. That's all that matters. Somebody's trying to kill me. I need to stop them. If they don't stop and they kill me, then I'm going to be dead. And I'm not even going to be able to go to my trial. And there will be no overzealous prosecutor. My lovely, beautiful wife, and she is beautiful and lovely, she'll never see me again. My little girl, who's just as beautiful and lovely, she'll never see me again either. So I guess I'll take my chances with the overzealous prosecutor. I guess I'm going to stop the threat. Does that make sense, guys? But you do you. And there's a lot of people who get really nervous lately, and they thought a lot. I want you guys to think. I want you guys to make good, informed decisions. But if somebody's trying to do irreparable harm, okay, death, sexual assault, those are criterias in Michigan that are considered justifiable homicide. All homicide is not murder. There's justifiable homicide. Humans can take lives under certain pretext lawfully. That's what I'm trying to say. Look up your state laws, talk to your lawyer, all that stuff. But dude, if I have to defend myself, I'm going to defend myself. So there you go. I don't worry about carrying hollow points or plus P ammo. QD with a big super chat. Thanks, QD. I appreciate it, man. He says, F. Tim Kennedy. Look, dude, I don't know the guy personally. Don't really want to know him. Don't have time for friends like that. That was the topic of the last stream. Some of you guys liked that topic. Some of you guys didn't like it so much. Hey, but it is what it is. And to have a software out there that's going to do thought crime, pre-crime, and another way to possibly and probably deprive you of your right to keep and bear arms, heck no, and no thanks. And anyone that promotes it, sorry, I didn't tell you to promote it. Not my fault, right? Thanks, QD. I appreciate it, man. We have RPM, which is Rockvale Precision Munitions, in there with a super chat. Thanks, man. Nice to see you, dude. Speaking of which, let's turn up the horsepower just a little bit here. Give me 1 second here. I've got a few goodies, and I'm not going to be able to show them all tonight, but you guys will see some more of this ammo. Not just in the box, but actually like out of the barrel of guns in upcoming videos. Let's crank it up just a little bit. Let's go with some 10 mil. Any 10 mil fans out there? This is 180 grain, 10 millimeter jacketed hollow point. Now, this is, I've not shot it yet. Gosh, I just have a couple more fall cleanups to do, guys, and I'm going to have a lot more time to do this kind of stuff in the near future. But he told me this is full house stuff that he sent me. Does anyone know what I mean by that? See, a lot of 10 mil nowadays is basically what, I'll give Mateo credit for this word. I believe he coined it. 40 L&E. 40 LE. Now you guys are like, whoa, wait a minute. Did you say 40 law enforcement? Yeah, there's still some law enforcement that uses 40, but not really that many anymore. A lot of them have gone back to 9. It's always this circular thing. No, 40 LE, long and expensive. Because at the end of the day, a lot of off the box, and if Kurt 24 is in the chat, he'll tell you about it. He brought his 10 millimeter last year to the 2A EDU hangout, and once I put the proper grip panel on there, his Smith was very comfortable. But it wasn't recoiling much. First of all, it's a 10 millimeter gun, which is built more stout than a 40. And second of all, most big box store off the shelf 10 millimeter is going to be rather anemic. And it is kind of a good trope, if nothing else, to coin it 40 long and expensive because it's longer. 10 millimeter costs more. But if it ends up with the same terminal performance, right, as 40, then why? Now, it's seriously a question, and you guys might have a why, and I encourage a lively conversation about this, but me, my real quick gut instinct is, but why? And it's not just Blazer, it's also Federal and many of these. It's just kind of a big box store thing. So, again, more information about RPM is going to be found over on Locals and Rumble. We're going to talk more about this, more information, if you know what I mean. And to have an ammo that is actually loaded to a 10 millimeter spec is welcome. I haven't shot this ammo yet. I actually want to shoot some of this stuff out of my high point carbine to get that longer barrel and see what we can develop out of it. But right here, this is being made in Middle Tennessee. Shout out to all the Tennesseans. That's what you guys call yourself, right? Tennesseans? Or is it Tennesseans? One of the two. I've heard both. This is going to be a hollow point. Hornady bullet. Look at that. Again, these have been reliable bullets. CCI primer. We'll have Lee come on soon and talk more about some more of the specifics of how he builds his ammo and what he does with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, 10 millimeter. What do you guys think? Any 10 millimeter fans out there? Seriously, let me know. I wouldn't mind. He said these are full house loads. I wouldn't mind shooting some of this through that little bit longer barrel just to kind of see what happens. Let that pressure kind of develop, and you know what I'm saying, down that longer barrel. See if I can get some velocity out of it. Yep, I made the ammo shortage worse. You guys can come on. We're trying to have some fun. Jeez, oh Pete, some people, you guys have seen the spirit of this stream. We're literally just trying to have as much fun as we possibly can. I'm going to show a little bit more of this Rockville precision munitions over on Locals and Rumble here in just a little bit, but I got to move on because I'm running out of time. Speaking of Boulogne, you guys can see I got a whole semi-truck load of this here. I mean, 4 boxes. More information on this over on Locals. I keep saying that because, trust me, afterwards, on replay, people are going to say, where did you get this? How much? We're on YouTube. I'm just going to try to show you guys a quick package of this once I can get it. It's nice when they package stuff in bubble wrap and or tape it up, shrink wrap it. Helps keep stuff nice. Just makes it take a little longer to open up on camera. Same thing, guys. Comes in a nice and, in my opinion, reusable plastic case tray. This is 124 grain. Nice, clean, modern stuff. 124, made in Serbia. Oh man, why does this thing like to focus so much? You can see the old CIP. This is foreign ammo. And yeah, I've shot this in various firearms. I really like it. There's an excellent deal on it over on Locals. And yeah, this has been good stuff. And I highly recommend, especially at the point that it's being priced at right now. I do like the packaging. Yes. And it doesn't set the end all be all, but when this is just as cheap as something in a cardboard box, it is little things like that do kind of matter and are kind of nice. Sometimes it's nice to have that. But this is just plinking ammo and whatever. Well, actually, it's carry ammo for a lot of people. I'm not judging anybody. I just wanted to address this topic because there's quite a few people out there lately, all over the internet. Again, not much on my channel, to be honest, guys. Not much at all, but all over, we'll just say the internet. People have been going on about this whole topic, something about gun lawyers, and I don't know, man. I got a few friends that are lawyers and a couple that are politicians, but generally, I steer clear of all that kind of jazz. I don't know. People can do what they do. Ugh. What have we got here? Ugh. This is a brand new case of something. And you can see it looks like it's ammunition. Let's see what we got here. I have no idea what this is. Don't even know if I have a gun that'll shoot it. I have no clue. Oh, I know what's in here. I'm just waiting to open it up for you guys. Come on now. You guys really think I'm buying so much ammo that I have no clue what it is? Tried to buy no ammo. Didn't work. I had my consulting team. I got a hold of them. I pay them very well. They're the best consulting team. Everybody knows it. Everybody will tell you. Just ask them. They'll tell you so themselves. And my whole consulting team said, the experiment failed to Edu. You reported on the truth. The prices still haven't gone down, and you didn't buy any. So they said buy it all. And we did. Ooh, this is kind of secure here. What's this? This has a top secret padlock on it. ADI. Ooh, I don't think I'm going to be able to open this right now. I literally don't have the security clearance to open this. So, I'm going to rely on half my audience. The ones that say I don't shoot good enough, or, just different stuff like that, or I bought too much ammo, or I didn't buy enough. Just those viewers, okay? Shout out to all my awesome viewers, by the way. But all of the people out there that are special forces. Because anytime I review a gun, it could be a Taurus G2C. It could be a Bear Creek side-charging 9mm. I inadvertently end up with no less than a few hundred Navy SEALs, which clearly use Taurus G2Cs and side-charging, bufferless, Bear Creek 9mm. I mean, obviously, come in my comments and tell me how I'm doing everything wrong. So, I can't open this tonight, but that's all right, because we have cooler stuff to show you. But I will show you the label. I literally don't have the security clearance to open this. Look, you guys know what this means. Here's the thing. As they say, I know, but if I told you, I'd have to get rid of you, right? Like, you'd have to vanish, poof, you're gone. So I can't tell you what that means, but those of you who know what this security seal means. I don't have the security clearance, but here it is. This is UN-12. Cartridges, small arms. Quantity 900, 5.56 ball. SS-109. In 4 plastic bags. Lot number 965, ADI 22, made in Australia. And it does say 1.4 with the appropriate placard. One thing I'll say about this, and I'm just going to run out of time tonight because I already have a couple other streams scheduled over on Rumble and Locals after this, is SS-109. Basically, it's the same thing as what we call green tip, M855, 62 grain with a steel penetrator in the middle, a rather mild steel penetrator. A lot of you guys know what green tip is. Some of you may or may not know that SS-109 is what the rest of the world calls it, that are NATO and use these types of ammo. They're not all NATO, but countries that, subscribe to the whole theory on using a small little varmint round, which is why I prefer 7.62 x 39. But shout out to all the 22 fans and all of the AR guys. Shout out especially to all my AR friends tonight. Love you guys to death. But I digress. Of those that are into varmint rounds, with the good old 223, the rest of the world just calls it SS-109. And it's the same thing as green tip. It just literally doesn't have green paint on the tip. Don't believe me? You'll have to go all the way to Australia, which I went to Australia and specifically told them I'm not going to buy that case of ammo to end the ammo shortage, and prices still kept going up. So I had to go back to Australia and pick it up just to help all of you. Here's some more RPM. This is a lot closer to home than Australia. Shout out to all the 22 fans. I've got some more 22 long and expensive here. This is the Rockvale 5.56, 55 grain. Bulk pack. More info about this on Locals. We shot some of it at the hangout. And those of you guys that were there that shot this, if you're in the chat right now, chime in. Everybody was very pleased. But there's still a good amount in here, and you guys are going to see me shoot this on camera. This is going to stay here in the shop for the channel until we've shot all of it. I'll talk about this a little bit more over there. Can't really go into too much of the exact specifics, but you guys might want to go over to the stream afterwards because you might like the specifics, if you know what I mean. 55 grain. This is 22 long and expensive. It has a .224 projectile, and it's known as many things. And it's shiny, and it's very nice. And a few of my friends were able to shoot this just a couple weeks ago, and they had no complaints. They had very nice things to say about it. Here's mainly why I'm such a 7.62 x 39 guy. You guys know me by now. Every video I do where I shoot, those of you that have shot with me in real life, even State Representative Thompson can tell you this. She shot with me in real life. Go watch my video that says teaching my state rep how to shoot. When I shoot, guys, it's a long, drawn-out process. I never mag dump. I've never partaken once, twice, 3 times in literally doing 1,000 rounds in an hour or less. I don't do that kind of stuff. When I shoot, I walk out there very slowly, very calmly. And I set up multiple sandbags and I get levels out to make sure everything's level. You guys should see my levels. I have the best levels. Quite frankly, levels like you've never even seen before, literally. And I put them all out there, and it takes me about 2 hours to get set up for the first shot. And then from the time that I hold my breath, kung flu's going around, can't hold it too long, let the round rip. It takes me about 5 minutes to slowly let the reset back out. You know what I mean? Shh, listen for it, click, reset. That's the type of guy I am on the range. I'm so anal. I literally run no less than 2 bottles of the Works cleaner. Okay. I use brushes. I have a plumber that comes on hand just to get the extra long Roto-Rooter plumbing snake that has the carbide wheels that cut. We run that down the bore in between each shot. I cool up the barrel enough between each shot, but if it's too cold, I gently warm it with hair dryers. I even carry a whole entourage of supermodels with me to keep the barrel nice and warm. Whatever it takes. I'm that much of a precision shooter, is the point. Now, with all of that said, it takes me about 3 years to shoot 3 rounds because it takes me a year to prep the rifle in between each round. You guys get it? And because I'm that anal about my ballistics, my BC it's called, my ballistic coefficiency, I'm very coefficient. We can do math and stuff. We do the best math when I'm on the range. You should see the math we do, literally. We do such good math. You've never seen this good of math before. But since I'm so studied on this, and I have a PhD in landscaping and hanging out with people on YouTube, it's pretty clear why I make my choice. My choice is 7.62 by 39. I believe this is the most accurate round of all time. It has the best BC. It's least affected by any type of wind drift. And the bimetal projectile helps season the lands and grooves just perfectly after you run the Roto-Rooter snake down at 3,500 times between each shot. So there you guys go. That's why that's my choice. All right. See? Some of these sharpshooters are in the chat saying, no, you inhale, and then it's in between when you exhale. No, guys, stop. I'm talking like I'm a real precision shooter here. Okay. And that's why I choose 7.62 by 39. It's for people that kind of sort of enjoy some of the finer things in life, to be honest with you. I mean, heck. Papa Bear with the super chat. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Ooh, it sounds like he's got a smart wife. Good for you, man. He says, got my wife almost convinced stacking ammo is like investing in gold. All right, well, she's almost a cool wife. But yeah, dude, anything that shines, right? I was talking to a buddy on the phone about that earlier. If it shines, like you can see brass and copper, those are shiny. Silver shiny, gold shiny. You know what I mean? Heck, I have a lot more. I like to see shiny things more than I do like paper things because I'm rich, guys. Look at this. I didn't even know I had this. I thought this was a 1. Can you believe it? But yeah. Your wife's almost awesome. But I have faith in her, so I'm going to go ahead of time and say your wife is awesome because you've almost got her there where she needs to be. So good job. And shout out to your wife if she's watching. Yeah, you know what I mean? Somebody said that was $100 bill. It'll take $100 bill to buy $10 worth of stuff by the time 2024 hits. If we keep going the way we're going. All right. Have you guys seen enough ammo? Are you tired of ammo yet? All right, so we showed you guys some of this 22. Long and expensive. I know there's somebody in the chat getting spicy right now. Shout out to all the 22 fans saying, it's not 22. No, I promise you guys, literally, this projectile is 224, okay? Like, it's literally, it happens to be the same size projectile as this. Hold on a minute. You guys have been waiting for this. Shout out to all my Mexican friends. I not only do enjoy tacos and burritos, but I do like Aguila, which stands for eagle. Now, this is good ammo. And this is probably made in Mexico, although they do have some U.S. manufacturing now. Actually, I hope this is made in Mexico. I'm being serious. That's where the good stuff's made. So seriously, shout out. Let's see here. Yep, made in Mexico. You actually don't see a lot of ammo from Mexico unless it's literally this brand right here. This is 22 long rifle. This is a 22. Super extra hollow point, 38 grains. Details about this are over on that locals post. And I don't know, man. There's debates back and forth about all this. A lot of it's good. It's definitely still, though, the same exact caliber. It's 5.56, same bullet size. Shout out to all the AR guys for sure. We can see a nice bulk pack of 500 rounds here. Now, a couple things of note that I like. I do like to buy it when it comes in the 50 count boxes a little better, but it just depends what the deal is at the time, and you take what you can get. I mean, in my case, I'm just taking what was left because I bought almost all of it in the whole world. You know what I mean? There you go. That's kind of cool. I haven't really seen that yet on any of this ammo. One thing I like about this is it does have a copper-plated bullet, the projectile, which to me is a plus. You can shoot bare lead and all that through a 22, and it's fine, but then they put that greasy schmoo type lubricating substance on it, and that's okay. But to me, it tends to foul guns a lot more, and 22s can be a bit finicky. 22 long rifle guns can be finicky-ish sometimes. It's just the way it is. It is rimfire, not as reliable ignition as centerfire, but with that said, 22 is an extremely popular caliber. It's a great round, and I like it a lot. And make no mistake, even 22 long and expensive can be finicky too. So I snatched up on some of this. Here's a little more of the 38 grain. There's one more offering here. I just bought a couple thousand of each boxes. Well, this is the 40 grain super extra, and this is a copper plated bullet as well. You guys can call it Aguila. You can call it Aguila. If you know how to use the proper phonetic enunciation, then shout out to you even more. But it does, again, like I said, translates to eagle and good stuff. Yeah. Any of you have experience with this ammo? I've shot it on and off for a long time, actually. Do recommend. Is there anybody that this is their first time they watch me? I'm being a little bit snarky and spicy tonight. If it's somebody's first time, they're like, ooh, like, who is this guy? Well, clearly the most humble YouTuber you've ever watched in your whole life. I only shoot 50,000 rounds a day, guys. Very meek, very modest. Putting all your super chats to good use. I try to keep my ammo budget down in the low six figures per day just to stay real humble and down to earth, right? QD just chimed in with another super chat. Thank you, QD. He said ammo is precious metal. Yeah, Papa Bear ain't wrong. No, he's not wrong. And sounds like he's got a decent wife. My shout out to my wife. She's into all this ammo. She's sitting there looking at me like, whatever. But no, seriously, shout out to my wife. She puts up with a lot. Jeez, oh Pete. She was the one having to direct all the semi trucks all day long as they come through. Seriously. Directing the high-low driver, move it over to this warehouse, that warehouse. The ammo, look, the ammo is going to be back to normal soon. As soon as I buy a few more million shipping containers full. I've got you guys on this, trust me. Jeffrey Harrison just became a YouTube channel member. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. And for all of you that became members tonight, out of your pocket or a generous gift, look, it's QD's birthday. Don't forget to wish him happy birthday, guys. He gave you guys a bunch of free memberships for his birthday. So maybe someone could give him a membership or something. I don't know if there's any way to do that directly. But anyways, at least wish him a happy birthday, right? But I do have exclusive content for channel members, and I need to put out another video soon, but you guys can go back and look at the back catalog of extra videos. All right. Don't forget about these. There was an excellent deal on these. I had it posted on Locals, Facebook. It sold out. I'm on the prowl. I'll find you guys when these come back cheap again. If you got them, great. If not, they did sell out. But these are your 50 cal ammo cans. I highly recommend, and I did talk about this last week over on Locals. And I can't get through quite everything tonight, but I do want to do this really quick because I want to give away the stuff that's in here. By the way, anybody who, to some different family members, we have a birthday in the family tomorrow and things like that. So I want to show you guys some cool stuff that's not necessarily gun related, but ish, because you need to wake up in the morning to get out of bed and feed your addiction and get to the range. But anyone that left a super chat tonight, make sure can you drop that email in there for me, Linda? Don't forget, I offered you guys for leaving a super chat tonight. I think we still have all of these in stock, but pick which sticker you'd like the most. There's some cool and hard to get, like the PSA Pink Edition, the Saber sticker. I've got GOA, the Palmetto Banana, the cool DPMS, the AAC. We got some daggers, jackals. So make sure you guys email. If you could throw that in the chat, Linda or Mateo, I would appreciate it. To make sure you guys get hooked up with some free swag. We gave this away to somebody that hopefully Linda picked and told you where to email, so we can send that to you. And I almost dropped the Saber sticker. I need to get that back up here. I just want to do a quick unboxing of this. This is Blackout Coffee. You can use code 2AEDU to save 20%, which is a huge discount. Links down in the description. And this is literally an order that I bought with my own money and got a very generous discount on that. And I'm going to give away most of this stuff to some family members, but one of these things I'm going to give to you guys over on Locals within the next week. So let's just take a real quick look at this because I'm excited about it. And I want us to be able to drink this soon. So the first thing I have here is the pumpkin spice flavored coffee. I've not had this exact variety yet, but it smells literally delicious if you're into pumpkin. 20% off with code 2AEDU. A lot of you guys like the Guns and Gadgets channel. Jared, he's a buddy of mine. He owns part of this company. So if you buy it, use my code. It helps my channel a little bit. It helps his channel a little bit. Helps a non-FUD sellout company. Like there's that other one that starts with black that I don't care for too much, but Blackout Coffee, a hardcore Second Amendment company, and they're not woke. So you can help yourself with that code, save yourself a ton of money, help our buddy Jared from Guns and Gadgets a little bit, and help the channel a little bit. Winter Wonderland flavor, which also smells good, and I'm going to give this to my wife tomorrow for her to try. This is one of their holiday blends. And again, I bought all this stuff with my own money, literally. But I get such a good discount, I was able to afford all this. You guys get the same discount I do, by the way. Like literally, my coupon code is the same for you guys or for myself if I'm buying it. They also have, if you're into tea, I got this from my mom, and I like tea a lot too. So I'm going to have her tell me to deal with it, and then I'm probably going to buy more. I had not tried their tea yet. I know their coffee's excellent, but this is a loose tea. So that. And then another thing that I had not tried yet, but I'm going to have my baby girl do a test, and we'll post that video on Locals of her review. This is their hot cocoa. The Cocoa Sips. My coupon gives you the discount off of all of their merch, coffee, tea, and hot cocoa. And this is the Peppermint Patty hot cocoa. This is still sealed. I told her she had to wait because I wanted to show it to you guys first. But yeah, we're going to be over there and doing you guys a video soon. I got this from my dad. I doubt he's watching this late, but if he is, I guess I ruined it. This is their medium roast. He's not into the flavored coffees too much, so I got him this. It's his birthday tomorrow. And since I've not tried this flavor yet, I bought a bag of this. So I guess me and the wife can fight over this or each have our own bag or whatever. Speaking of swag, I'm going to show you guys this real quick, and I'm running late like always for my next live stream, so make sure you're following my Rumble and Locals because we're going to be over there in about 2 minutes. These are cool coffee cups. And with my 20% discount, they're not a bad price at all. These are steel, which is nice, right? Especially if you're prone to dropping stuff. And it says, "Don't tread on me, Blackout Coffee Co." It's got their logo here. And these are a nice metal cup. Now, I'm going to give one of these to my dad for his birthday along with a cup of coffee. I'm going to keep one for myself since I paid for it, but I actually have 3 of these. So stay tuned. Like very soon in the next week, I'm going to give away one of these over on Locals. Just wait for the post on that. And Blackout Coffee did not send me any of this stuff for free, I promise. If you use my link, it helps the channel, helps you save money. But I bought this stuff with my own money because I don't like woke coffee companies, but I do like good coffee. All right, let me check on the chat here, see if there's anything I need to catch up on, but time literally flew, and I haven't had a chance to go through quite all of it, so we'll show a little bit more odds and ends ammo over on Locals tonight, but then also over on my normal weekend stream, which will be Saturday. I always do an extra stream on Saturdays, so I'm going to get off of here. I will definitely see you guys over on Locals and or Rumble in literally like 5 minutes. I'm just going to take a quick drink of something. I don't think I have time to make any more coffee, so it'll probably just be like water or something super boring. All right, guys. I tried to get rid of the ammo shortage. Prices are still up, but they're staying level and they're not continuing to climb. So that's good news. We'll take that. But literally, you're going to see in my live stream in just like 5 or 6 minutes on Locals and on Rumble. I'm not joking. This is not clickbait. A way you guys can actually get some money that might help you with any type of guns and ammo that you're trying to save for, just can't quite get there, or Christmas money or bills. I'll tell you guys all about that over on Locals and Rumble, and the links for both of them are down in the description of this video and should be in the chat. They're both free to join, and I will see you guys over there in just a minute. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.